Welcome all you plus two comedy modifiers back to Blueprints. We join back with my live stream already in progress.
I think I press on with my one key. All right, I think actually what I do instead is I go back. I think that upon retrospect, I think going back is the way to go. I think it just makes more sense. I want to do the stupid inventory thing. There's so much money if I make it to the tomb. Which I guess I could do if I really wanted to. I think that's what I do. I think I actually take the elevator down. That'll take me outside. I'll re-enter lower. I can stop in the kitchen after I have a bunch of food. Yeah, let's do this. I know I just wasted 2 steps to have this revelation, but... because this should be down here anyway, so it can be down tomorrow. So if I want to start in the foundation, I have that ability. And there's nothing here anymore, right? Already. Wait, stage and stag. This is not a room in the house. All right, keep that in mind for next time. That might be just the room for the foundation, since I'm technically connected to the foundation. But we'll have to check that next time. I have no key, so there's no reason for me to go that way and do all that crap. I could open the... yeah, let's open the door to room 46. Which I can't do from here? I don't think I can do that from here, actually. I have to do that from the other side. God damn, I'm so stupid. I know what I have to do. We don't have a lot going on for us right now. We have $4, we have no gems, we have no keys. I can go to the pump room and I can fill this to level 6 and I can get to that area. And I think that's what we do. I think that's what we do. Yeah, I'm wasting a bunch of steps. I'm being very dumb, but like, indecision is not a good look in this game, but. But the pump room's like right here, right? Yeah. I need you. All right. So, how much water is in here? 4, 5. I need to fill this up 6. How do I do that? I can either give it 4 or 1, and then drain. I have to do math. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm doing math. I'm gonna have to stop to go to the bathroom soon too. If I drain this into this, there will be 4. I can then drain the kitchen. That will give me 3. I want to give it exactly. How do I do this? How do I do this? I can give it 4. Okay. So right now I can give it either 4 or 1. If I drain anything else, it'll go into this tank, and then I can give it 4 or 4, which is not good. I would have to then drain exactly 2, which I don't know how I would do. I could drain something else into that, which would leave how much exactly? Like, is there any... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I drain 4... No. That's the fountain. Okay. It's important to remember what tanks I can use. This is the greenhouse. The greenhouse has exactly 5. I think that's what I do. I think if I drain that, it'll go down to exactly 1, which is very helpful. Right, because this is 4. So I put that 1 in there, and then I get 4 more. 4. No, wait. I can get exactly 3 out of the kitchen. So if I put 1 in there, drain that, and then I have 3. I can put 3 in there, and then I have... No, put 4 in there, and there's 4. I can then put the 1 in there. Now it's 5, and that's empty. I can drain that down to 3. I freaking hate this game. Okay. Drain the pool. 1, 2, 3. Yes. But which way's the pool? The pool only comes out of this tank. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to figure this out. But I have to bathroom. So I will return in a moment. Stay tuned. I've had a thought. This is bad. Because I figured out the way to do it is if this had this power, I could just dump this exact amount in there. So I've drained this. Okay. Because are any of these exactly 6? The aquarium's exactly 6, right? Yes. If I were to dump these 4, I would have 1 left over. And then I could add 4 to it, and then I'd be at 5. And then there's 1 left over here. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes, no. So I have 4 here. I can put 4 back into this tank. This is 1. I put 1 in, and then I have 5. But like, I don't want to do that because then I'm stuck. Well, not really stuck, but if I drain the kitchen and that fills, this is empty, right? So if I drain the kitchen into that, I could dump 1 in there. Where's the kitchen drain into? Kitchen's this one. Kitchen only drains into this. Okay, I can fully drain the kitchen, but that's not really going to do much. It's just going to give me 4, nothing to do. This is 1, so I can drain 3 out of this. I need to put exactly 2 in there. I can get 1 out. If I can get another one to be exactly 1, you know, which I can do. But kitchen drains into this one, right? Yes, okay, this is easy. This is easy. I'm going to put the 1 in here. I'm going to drain the kitchen. The kitchen will drain into this, so there's 3. I will take 1 out of, what else goes into this one? The fountain. The fountain. I will then go back to the kitchen and will leave 1. So, I want to fill this up 1 more with this 1 gallon. Is at 5 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. We then want the kitchen. We want to drain the kitchen. Wonderful. We take 1 out of the fountain. Out of the fountain. I'm going to shut this off so I don't screw this up. We then want to drain back into the kitchen. Wonderful. This leaves exactly 1. So that means we want to now put 1 into the reservoir, and that will be at 6, which will let me get to that other area. Oh, no. There's only 1 in there, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't think this will... Like, if I end up draining it, I can just put it all back, and I think it's fine, so. That's fine. Show me 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Love it. Okay. Now, if it turns out that I need to have the boat on the other side, I'll be very sad. I might come up here and just do it. Yeah, nope, that looks perfect to me. Cutscene ahoy, because it's a boat. really hope that I get everything I need out of this, because I'd like to set it up that I don't need to come back here, so I can keep this drained, so I can open those chests, because those chests down there, on occasion, have freaking allowance in it. Yodelay he who. Yes. Killer. All right, here we are. The safe house underground. Is that a gun? No, it's a freaking rocket launcher. Oh my god. So this is if we went to war. Oh wow. Delete it. So this is again telling me that, like, Swan Song and then something with these 3 televisions, which I meant to look at when I was in security and forgot about, is a password. The fork. Can I open the fridge? Can I open the trash? Can I open the wine? I fully expected to get like a BioShock voxophone story beat just then. What do we think that is? I think I know exactly where that is. I think that's the chamber on the other side when I lit all the things and it made that staircase come down. I think that's implying I can break through one of those walls. I don't know if I need the super hammer for that, but I think that's my mom. And I assume this is my dad. Who are you? Who's Bald Man? I don't think that's my uncle. Who is Bald Man? Who's behind you? I can't turn you over? It's not written on you? Who is man? Are you rolling a cigarette? What are you doing? You're having champagne, like, I was going to say you're celebrating, but maybe this is a wedding? This could be my parents' wedding. Because, like, I was going to say, oh, they're celebrating, so they pop the champagne, but he's in a tux, so it's a celebration. It's not like, oh, suddenly something happened. That was a prepared celebration of some sort. Seek what is the shade of truth. Blue. Because red is lies. That's a goddamn Tommy gun. Sanctum key? Oh, shit. Alright, so we got another sanctum key. It has now been 6 months. 6 months of living in this air-choked cavern of boredom and dread. 6 months since we said our silent goodbyes to our families. 6 months of planning, 6 months of rehearsal, 6 months of heartache, but no regrets. Everyone who knows me intimately thinks I have left the country. Everyone else assumes me dead. This is my mom. 666. Mary, yeah. And maybe that's all that is left for us. The long walk, the steps leading up to the gallows, a steep price to pay for ideals. I conclude that a price that somehow seems cheaper and less cruel than another 2 fortnights bunkered down here beneath the sand and soot. And yet, as I write this, I have never felt so close to the sky in my dreams. Tomorrow we will reclaim our birthright. Tomorrow, the crown of Ordia will finally return to Oris. Oris Aries. Ordia. Oris Aries. Ortiz Aries, which is the black one, I believe. Oris. This is the first step taken in half the journey. May the black shores guide us, Mary. Mary. Just a quick, like, this doesn't appear to be a magnifying glass thing, but... Oh, shit. This is a battle plan. We seek what's in the shade of truth. We seek what's in the shade of truth. Like, it could be shade meaning color. It could mean shade meaning shadow. What's in the shadow of the truth. I'm just being thorough right now. Because I'm going to stare at this map for a really long time. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Thank God I have the magnifying glass. So, the Royal Museum of the Grand City of Fen. Okay. Thank God I have this. The Moonside Courtyard, quiet, hidden on the west end of the grounds, tucked away from the bustle of the guided museum. Hall restored the original home of Prince Learson, donated by the city of Fern upon his death, now serves as the Royal Museum's beautiful West Annex. AR. Alright, so if you go here, there's a staff room where there are guards. These are security doors in the gallery. There's a portrait room, the closed exhibit. Security system controls are in the closed exhibit. Portico. Guard's house. Okay. This is way too much. What we got up here? Can I please? Thank you. The Tiskin Monument, a monument of the victorious King Tirson, adorned with a sword shield and wings, made to commemorate the end of the War of the Fifth Era. He's red, and it says escape route. Is there something there too? Hold on. That's just Starsky Park. Okay. It's hard to do this with the magnifying glass. Museum grounds. Open to the general public, the museum grounds host a variety venture, as well as a number of sculpted pieces of contemporary art. We ask that guests please confide their exploration to the pathways. And so don't just run around, is what it's saying. So they drew little peoples here. White, Pharaoh, and Marigold. So Marigold is Mary. So 3 agents will enter this way, is what it's saying. And then 5 minutes later, in the east grounds, Manning will also enter. A decoy car was posted here. This is the jewel thieves. This is when my mom stole the jewels. Forced entry at 124 into... Sorry, roof access, question mark, to here. What is this called? White 124. White must be another person. And there's the getaway car. Getaway car. And what does this say? As cool as this would be, it's too easy to track, literally. This is what's too easy to track. Close exhibits. With Leaford Hall and the main concourse feature a number of, quote, closed exhibits, which are reserved for upper tier and elite patrons and are not currently open to the public for admission. Okay. Enjoy a leisurely stroll on our pathways, which means access from the west, blah, blah, blah. Royal Museum, dedicated to now defunct train station, sits to be converted into a restaurant for our patrons to enjoy visiting the museum. Note the colors. Red is restricted and yellow is shops. Green is still gardens. So the art and exhibits are actually bedrooms, one would imagine. One ticket grants you access to all of the Royal Museum public exhibits, most of which are celebrate the legacy of artists and paintings, showcasing the royal color red. Anything else we needed to look at on this? I think we read everything. So this is the jewel heist. And maybe the thing being celebrated is the fact that they got away with the jewels. Maybe. This could be another thing that needs the super sledgehammer, which would make me very sad. I came all this way. Oh my God, these are the train tracks. Royal Station. You are here. Can I take the train? Can I just run? Eight. So the last time I was in the Rompus room, it was like, it was stuff about trains. I did get a Sanctum key. I was about to say, I feel like you didn't get anything. There we go. So we are here. Royal Station, Midway Station, Oris Train Hall, Fen Central, Tanner Fork, Oridia Station, Ruffington, Dead End. That's not great. East Depot. Wait, so these are minor stops now. Harris Crossing, Angel Tower, Lumberfield, West Depot, Trainsdale, Kenyon Pass, and Borderline. This is just, it's so suspicious. Like, I feel like there should be a message written somewhere in this dirt. Aries. So that's where we are. We're in Aries. The L, well, first off, I'm floating. L and part of the A are broken. I don't know where this fell from. So this is a defunct train station that is no longer in use. Want there to be something else here. Just more weapons. Chalkboards, there's plans here. My plan's to run my way back up, just so. I'm not going to take the elevator back, is the plan. That is so interesting. I'm just double checking because again, I really want to not do this again. I am fascinated. Oh, I really thought I saw something there. All right. So I think I've seen all the things. There's nothing on this table. I am concerned by this pipe. Like, is this just where, like, the water is being pumped in and out of? Maybe. I'm also concerned by this floor. I think I need the super jackhammer. Man, a goddamn power pack would change my life right now. All right.
And that's going to do it for this edition of Blueprints. Will I find my way to room 46? Well, the best way to find out is to subscribe right here to Plus 2 Comedy Gaming so you'll get a notification next time I dive deep into the mansion. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Boop!